it's selling his life away. It's fine. We've got a few lumps of coal. I don't know if you can still use them as a fuel source, but look at this iron. That's fantastic. Someone did mention in a live stream that the veins will lead to a very large iron, well, deposit. So that's very much the truth from what you can see. But I think it's much deeper in that it just sort of keeps giving you more and more iron. So that's good to see. We're not going to run out anytime soon. I did believe we found some gold here before. Yeah, some gold, some coal, some more coal. Anything else? I do like the veins. They look very nice. Can't see anything else right now, but I imagine that's because of the fog of war. We'll be able to see it later on. So what we should do is probably get some fences done. I like the idea of getting the farm sort of set up around this area, or at least getting the food set up. Yeah, that needs to be moved around, but still, having some fences around here is going to look really nice. But I think around here, it should be stone fences. I think I like the idea of that, just because it's a reserved area. That's what this is, okay? The farm, wooden fences, you know, it's very large. You know, you don't want to spend too much money, but this is, you know, this is the reserved food, okay? Right here is where all the rich, delicious berry trees are. Even though people should really be sick of berries by this point, eventually it will become a rich, nutritious food that people will just look forward. Actually, I'm not too sure how nutritious berries really are. Does it tell you? Probably not. I imagine not very nutritious, to be honest with you, but still. Juicy and exciting. Basket of turnips. Fantastic. Then raccoon jerky. Stringy but nutritious. Beautiful. Has everyone got high nutrition? That'd be good to find out. Level 3 carpenter right there. Awesome. 100 nutrition. Very nice. I imagine people are fairly happy here then. Food's really good. 8.4. Happiness is 6.3 and shelter is 5. So everyone's sort of in a good mood. The mine is underway. Probably do a little bit more mining. I need to get some buildings set up, to be honest, so we'll do that in a second. We go back to mining right here. I want to do some mining, so I think we need to get a stonemason set up around this area. I like the idea of that, but it's going to eventually sort of enter the main road of the town, so we want to definitely pronunciate the town road a little bit more, just to make it look a little less strange. Well, no, I don't mean that. I mean, we don't want to make a building that's going to conflict with the actual town road stretch right there. So that we can make a masonry right here. I like the idea of that. Let's go to build. What we'll do while we're doing that is we'll mine up this. I don't want to mine up that great oak, to be honest with you. I think like this should be our guardian. We want to mine this area up, however, because we want to make the town hall around here. And what we'll do is while they're making the town hall, we'll save. I think that'd be a good idea. We'll save. That does remind me, now that we're saving, we want to go ahead and make ourselves some swords. Some swords, very good idea. Let's just make 2 of those and put them up to the top. I should really just made 2 down there, but it's fine. Now, swords are going to be very useful because eventually we're going to get attacked by goblins. And we're going to need about 2 swordsmen to hold off against 3 of the goblins. It seems to be about that anyway. We'll make 10 lights because we need a few of them. A caravan approaches. Hello, Rockside. They just pause right here before they disappear. Would like to give me 2 simple wooden chairs in exchange for 14 picket fences. Sounds pretty good to me. There we go. Fantastic. Got some picket fences right there. Always like those deals. I just realized that some of them are hovering above the flag right there. We should definitely move the fire pit should be moved eventually anyway, because it looks like it's about to conflict with our road. I just moved in my chair a bit there, so you probably heard some loud noises. Yeah, it's gonna get in the way, because I feel like this road's gonna connect to something else later on. Like, actually, yeah, this road should really be connecting with this main road right here that looks like it's gonna lead to these bushes. So really, I'd like if this road sort of led down here and then went down the stairs or something like that. They had like sort of 2 towers to defend our base. This should really be the a gate of some form. So maybe we want to just eventually get rid of these berries, since they will be in the way. And we can't move them, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll get Joey right here to go ahead and be our footman. Beautiful. Defend us from any enemies that could try and take our lives away. I don't think we do have any more goblin attacks on our base. So I don't think we're going to have... Oh, wow. I actually have my bridge. I just realized it was just saved in there. Hold on a second. When I go over here, I'm not too sure if this is going to crash the game because it's fairly large. So we'll just save right here. This is a bridge that we made in a live stream, for those that missed it. So what we'll do, a bridge. Oh. Okay. Hello? It's very big, so we need to find sort of a clear area for it. Now, it looks like it's a bit too big to spawn, so it doesn't matter, that's fine. We'll leave it for now. What we'll do is we'll try and make our stonemasons. So I've got a few ideas for this. We won't be able to make everything, unfortunately. We could make it block by block, but once again, then the whole thing would just have to be instant spawned. I don't like the idea of doing that all the time. I like the checkered floor, so that's what we're going to do at first. Is we're going to do a 15 by 12 building right here. Oh, daily update. Beautiful. We are very, very far ahead when it comes to the net nutrition right there. Welcome to Rockside, good sir. Oh, I'll just be right back for 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I have sort of constructed the rough look of what our masonry will look like. However, we're going to add a little bit extra. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try, if the game will let me. Let's just save for a second first. It took a few tries to actually get the build even constructed, to be honest with you. So, let's just go ahead and try this again. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make a sort of a little bit outside that's going to act as sort of the masonry construction area. The mason could just sort of live inside the building, or maybe put all of his tools in there or something like that. But I want to have a sort of a little part out here where we can actually put a few of our masonry antics to work. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and add sort of some small pillars right here. What I want it to look like is I want the roof to sort of collide with this a little bit. It's going to be a little bit difficult for us to do, seeing as it's not exactly part of the building. I'm sure if I just did this, it will make it part of the building. Kind of. It kind of makes it part of the building. Not necessarily so. Unfortunately, the brick types look a little bit strange because this is wood, basically at the top, and the brick is, well, it's brown brick, really. So it's really the best we can get for pretending that it's wood. So it's going to look a little bit strange. I think I'll rather use this wood type, to be honest. Or this brick type. That's a little bit weird. Oh, okay. I thought it was an indent in the ground then. Looked a little bit strange. What we want to have is probably some bricks around here, some brick fence. So I don't think I want to go too crazy just yet. But I just want the roof to be set up. So what we're going to do is judge how tall this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 up from here. I think that's right. And then we want to do the same on this side, but only taller. I think that's right. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. And then what we'll just simply do is probably go for the darker brick type. And we'll just go ahead and line it up against the side of the building right here. Now this bit's probably not going to be able to be constructed, and it will probably just be put in. However, the building itself should be able to construct itself easily enough. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and line it up as much as we possibly can. Oh, okay, there we are. This bit needs to be lined up like this. This should attach itself to the side of the building right here, if we've done it correctly, which is always what we wonder. There we are. I'm about to sneeze. Apologies for that. Then we just go ahead and continue to construct this. There we are. Now what we need to do is we'll probably need to just sort of zigzag our way up here. There we go. It's going to look a little bit strange, but it's fine. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just get rid of them with the rubber. There we are. And then we'll go back to the selection right here. Time is still going on. They are getting rid of the wood in this area, so I don't really mind too much. Actually, they're not, are they? No, the wood would be full, wouldn't it? Well, we'll go ahead and sort that out in a second. I just don't want to leave this just yet. There we go. We'll line this up right here. There we are. Beautiful. So this is sort of a nice little hanging area right here. I'm not sure if we want anything else, because I feel like it might be a good idea just to block these bits off. Obviously, we want to use the different brick type. Forgot about that. It's going to look a little bit strange, though. I'm not going to lie, because it is a different coloured brick. Well, it's brick and not wood, as I've told you about 5 million times. I don't know why I have to keep specifying it. But it is different, so it's going to look maybe a little bit out of place, and that's what I'm worrying about. It's the best we can do, though, and I think it's still going to look nicer in comparison to having nothing there. So that's still good. Right, so this goes out. This bit pokes out as well, which is nice to see. I think that's about it. I'm not sure if we want anything at the front here. Not really. I think it might look nice to have sort of a random pillar right there. Oh, no, but it's going to be a little bit in the way. I mean, it's fine. I think we won't have this red block problem. The thing is, they won't be able to actually build any scaffolding there. So I don't think I'm not going to worry about it too much. In fact, if we just get rid of those. Don't want to back up too much because I'm afraid it might have gotten rid of some of those selections there. But it looks... Excuse me. Looks fine. So I'm going to say that it is fine. There we go. So I believe these are separate buildings. So they're probably not going to be able to build this, but we'll try and get them to build this first, and then afterwards we'll try and see if this is going to work after they've constructed this completely. What we'll do is we'll save here, just in case anything bad happens. There we go. It's very simple, but hopefully we'll be able to get some nice walls selected too. Actually, I'm not too sure if we will, now that I'm thinking about it, because it doesn't allow you to actually get any selections done there. Let's just double check that we have... Oh, we have really nice chairs, apparently. We don't have any... If we get some fences... Yeah, okay, they'll be able to be placed in here. Do you want it to have that happen? Quite like that. Oh, dear. Oh, no. That's not what we want. Okay, let's just get rid of those. Apparently, they put them in straight away. I thought it was part of the building selection method. Apparently not. I think I clicked on this instead. Okay, if we go back to that. No, I did it like this. Okay, they just put it in. It's fine. What we'll do is we'll get them to build the masonry right now. There we are. So hopefully they'll be able to get that done. It is mostly stone. Stone floor, stone walls with wooden pillars. I was thinking about doing stone pillars, but then I think, nah, the contrast would be non-existent, basically. Also, we have ourselves the spindle. So what we'll go ahead and do is make... No, Jared's going to be the future... The future farmer. Daily update. That was quick. I spend just like the rest of my time talking about something then. Oh well. They're getting that mined up very quickly, which is good to see. You've sort of forgotten about what's going on, Chris. I'm not just sure if I should be worried about that or not. But I'm going to go ahead and make sure you... No, I don't want you to build a stonemason just yet. You seem to be a bit lagged out. Are you alright? Let's just get you to build that. Are you going to do it? Okay, you are. You're not completely dead then. That's good to see. Also, make sure the carpenter's actually doing something. Let's see. We've got a lot of lights. I think more fences is fine, really. We have so many fence gates. I don't think we need more of those. There we are. Now, as for the stonemason, we'll get you to build some of these cobblestone fences. Get like 20 of them. Hopefully, you can actually help out with building. Look at this stone checkered floor right there. That's really nice to look at. I've not seen it before. I never used it, so it's good to see. But as I was saying, hopefully, we'll be able to actually place the stone or cobblestone fences around where this building will eventually be constructed. I think it's going to look really nice. I think when you look at it, it's going to be like, yeah, that's some sort of blacksmith or stonemason. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't start building this now. We should build a furnace of some form. I think that's a good idea. If we go to this, do we want to make it out of stone, slab stone? Probably. It's like a really dark-looking brick type. I think if we want to make some sort of furnace, we do this. I'm not sure if we want to, like, circle it off completely and then just have this bit. There we go. We'll do that. And then in here, we'll just sort of have it... Do you want to have it block off like that? Got to be careful here. Right, we can have it go off like this. Have a sort of lighter version right here for the furnace. There we go. We'll have like a nice little chisel around here as well. Sort of looking like a mini sort of dollhouse right now, but it's fine. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll continue the construction on the outline right there. It's really difficult to do this because I've got the roof in here already. So I've got to really do it on the outside. There we go. I'll try and make it stick through the actual building itself. Just got to try and get this bit. There we go. Should have done this first, really. I didn't think about it. Yeah, that's nice. I'll have it stick out right here. There we go. That's nice. It's a good thing that we've got them building while we're doing this. We're not wasting any time. But I like the idea of having these slightly... If we just get the rubber there, get rid of that. And we'll go back to the slabs and put the darker version just right at the top here so it goes along. But I like to have a chisel on the roof. I think that'd be a good look. If we go to the lighter version right here, there you go. That's a good look. That looks really nice, in fact. Is there an actual hole there? Looks like it. We got some red slabs. There we go. Yeah, the red slabs make it look nicer, I suppose. Looks like a big oven, which I guess is the look we're particularly going for. There we are. We'll do the same on this last bit as well. Oh, no, we don't. Because it's not actually connected. There we go. So we've got this bit. We want it, of course, to start sticking up. So what we'll do is we'll get this. How are we going to... Like, how is it going up? It looks like by about this point. So if we just... I suppose we just delete this bit. We'll add it later on. There we go. We'll get rid of this part as well. We have a nice little roof. So if we go ahead and... Are they continuing to construct that? It looks like it. Alright, we'll go ahead here. There we go. Have it sort of square off for at the moment. I like to have the hole there as well. I keep undoing, and I feel like it does something else since it doesn't undo what I just did. A little bit annoying. There we go. Have this, and then we'll have it sort of space out a little bit right there. And I think that looks nice. Maybe a little bit chunky. I'm not too sure. Maybe we should have it go up a little bit more on the smaller version. There we go. Maybe get rid of some of these. Like, make it go down a few more. There we are. Yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer. We'll go ahead and have the chisel around it as well. There we are. I feel like it's the way to segregate it from the wood. Like, we're imagining. We're using our imagination to dictate that this is a wooden roof and not a brick one. And then we'll do that there. There we go. Looks really nice. I like that. So hopefully that will actually work. Have they given up on this build? I don't like it when they do this, because it makes... No, okay, they haven't. Good. I don't want to actually cheat all the time. They can build some things, I know this. I'm just giving them too much work, that's what it is. Very lazy. Oh, the iron's actually run out. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought it went on forever. Too optimistic on our iron mining abilities. However, look at that. That's fantastic. We're going to have to get rid of this. I'm afraid we will have to get rid of it. I mean, we can't really do much of it anyway. But it is in the way. So what we'll do is we'll make a ladder right there. It's a very long ladder. Also, I haven't been attacked. Also, there's a alarm.